Hello Libra, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for June 2024. We are using the Lenormand Deck and we are using the Elder Futhark on Carnelian runes. Let's get started with a card from the Lenormand Deck. And we have the birds. So this month, there's going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of chatter. There may be a bit of anxiousness and nervousness, but it's all going to be about the social thing about like communication. We're going to be like, there's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say gossip, but there is going to be a lot of information going around. Like there's going to be a lot of information, a lot of communication, a lot of things being delivered communicatively. One of the levels of meaning on this is, so for some of you this may apply, an announcement of pregnancy. That is just one of the meanings of this card, but mostly I'm seeing this is going to be a very high communication month for you, Libra. So let's get some runes down to clarify. Just had to mention it. I had to mention it because it's a thing. So we are seeing so much Yira this session. Like I've seen Yira in almost all of these readings, which is neat. A lot of people are like, okay, this is the time we're going to do this. It is, we're starting a new season. For some of you, we've already started. You've already started. For those of you who count the beginning of summer as the beginning of June, you've already started the new season. For those of you who count the solstice as the beginning of summer, then that's coming this month too. So it's all about, it's like going to be it's a new season. I mean, it's already pretty summery a lot of places if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the summer hemisphere, oh my gosh. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then it's winter that we're talking about. Either way, new season. But also this has to do with, central issue is Yira. It's the rune of the harvest and also time. So even if you're in the Southern Hemisphere where you're going into winter, it still has to do with harvest. There is going to be a sense of, now is this season of time in which I have to bring things through. And to basically, this is the time that I have. Leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. This has to do with cattle, but it's basically the wealth that you tend. It is reversed, so it's inner wealth, inner worth, confidence. You may even feel, though, leading up to this, there may be a sense of worries about worth or feelings of lack of worth coming into this point where you're like, okay, now is the time I'm going to do this thing. So there may be an inner worth aspect, but I'm seeing more, the leading up sometimes does lean towards more the negative reading of these things. So there may be a sense of like, I got to get on with this, leading up to this, I got to do this thing. So sense of lack of worth, like sense of like, okay, I have to do this. You may be going into this with great confidence also. So there's that. What will help you is we have Algae reversed, which is the rune of the elk, also known as the moose. And this has to do with protection and support. Reversed, it has to do with inner. So you may, what is going to help you is that you are able to stand up and do this yourself. You are able to protect yourself. You are able to stand up for yourself, and you are able to support yourself. So you are able to stand up and say, okay, this needs to be done. I'm doing it. This is me doing this. I am going to do it. I don't need anybody else to help me do it. I'm doing it. It's mine. So during this time of this period of time that is its own season in itself, this is my block of time to do this. I'm going to do it. And that you are totally capable and able to do it. What isn't going to help is we have Ingvaz. Ingvaz is the rune of Ing. Ing is another name for Freya, and Freya is the fertility god, and this has to do with active creation. So given this card, there may be a sense of, maybe there's a lot of people sort of cheeping in your ears, going, oh, well, this is this, and this is that, and you should do this, and you ought to do that, and you're like, maybe I can make this into that. Do not be tempted by that, although you may be tempted by that, to sort of make this whole situation into something that it isn't, to try to force it to be something that it is not. That's not going to help you with that, because you do need to face this unencumbered. So I think this is probably maybe you've been very distracted, and that's why you haven't been doing this. So maybe the distraction is also it's feeding you lies. No, it isn't. But it's basically, you may be swayed one way or another, that in a way that isn't true to you, for taking this on. So, if that starts to be the case, if you start to say, okay, well, I thought I knew what this is, but so-and-so says it's this, and so-and-so says it's that, and maybe it is, that's going to throw you off. So if you start to feel like that, like, bring yourself back up to, you know what, I'm doing this myself. I know what I'm doing. I have a very clear idea of what it is. I'm going to take these as counselors, but I'm going to decide whether I'm going to take that or not. At the very least, I'm going to take care of what I know I need to do first, and then I'll see if any of this applies. So, but either way, it's going to be you standing up and going, no, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I know this has to be done. This is my time in which to do it. So let's get it done. By the end of the month, I'm going to read this a couple ways. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with it's chaos, things that are out of your control, weather, things that blow in. But given all of this, I'm seeing this more as your nature and your power, and that you came through this and you're like, okay, you know what? I blew through this and I am fine with whatever comes at this point, because I am powerful. I am a force of nature, and anything can come at me and I will meet it with equal force. I am totally powerful. So I do see you accomplishing whatever it is that you set out to accomplish this month, and that you will feel more powerful at the end of the month than you have before. And the storm keeps all the twittering away, so it's like that'll drown out the possibly misleading chirps. So that, Libra, is your reading for June 2024. I wish you all the best for this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.